Two border provocations in 7 months, both in the middle of the Wuhan virus pandemic, both when China has its hands full. What explains these repeated provocations? One word: distraction. Allow me to explain. On the 15th of June, 2020, the world was distracted by the Wuhan virus pandemic. China tried to capitalize on the crisis. It clashed with Indian troops with the hope of grabbing some land. 7 months later, on the 20th of January, China tried to play the same trick again. This time it clashed with India at Naku to distract the world from the crisis back home. China wanted to change the headlines. Let me show you what's happening in China right now. On the 14th of January, China recorded its first Wuhan virus death since May last year. The healthcare situation has gone downhill since. As we speak, there are more than 1,800 active cases. There has been a spike in daily cases. On the 24th of this month, 24th of January, China recorded 124 new cases. Just the day before, it was 80. And these are official figures. Let me repeat this. We have no way of knowing what the actual number is. This is the worst wave of new infections since March 2020. As we speak, China has put at least 19 million people under lockdown for 1,800 cases. Infections have spread to the provinces of Hebei, Jilin and Heilongjiang. The latest outbreak is in the city of Tonghua. 500,000 residents of this area are in home quarantine, 500,000. The situation is so bad that even Chinese mouthpiece, the Global Times, is having a hard time covering up. Look at what it's reporting. I'm quoting here. Under pressure from the online public outcry, Deputy Mayor Jiang Haiyan issued an apology on behalf of the city's party committee and the government of Tonghua at a Sunday press conference for the inconvenience caused by inadequate distribution of daily necessities for residents. Let me tell you what this means. The lockdown has resulted in food shortage of medicine. There is mounting anxiety and anger against the Chinese Communist Party. Authorities in this region in Tonghua had to put out a circular stating that it has quote-unquote sufficient reserves of basic materials such as grains, oils, vegetables. Now look at point number 6. It says the general public must maintain a good attitude, fight the nationwide fight against the epidemic. China does not want you to know about all of this, about rising frustration with the CCP at home. So it has decided to create problems at the border. You may ask, why the LAC? Why did China choose to provoke India again of all the countries that are its neighbors? Beijing tried to kill two birds with one stone. By creating tensions at the Indian border, China hoped to also mask the headlines in India. The ones on India's vaccine diplomacy. You see, while China is orchestrating the world's biggest cover-up, India is driving the world's largest vaccination program. India has also gifted vaccines to 7 countries. At least 2 others have received commercial shipments. 92 countries have reportedly approached India for Wuhan virus jabs. From Brazil to Bangladesh, countries are heaping praise on India. These are the same countries that China hoped to sell its vaccines to. Beijing wanted to capitalize on the crisis. That dream has now been killed by India's vaccine diplomacy. China is now issuing consolation notes to itself. China's foreign ministry said that there should not be vicious competition or confrontation when it comes to vaccine supply. Listen to this.
There are currently multiple COVID-19 vaccines available worldwide. It is up to each country to decide independently which vaccine to choose.
From vaccines to investment, countries do not want anything to do with China. Look at the FDI numbers, for example. In 2020, India's FDI increased more than China's, 13% for India as opposed to 4% for China. These numbers must have been frustrating for Beijing, and a border clash with India was the perfect way to take the attention away from India's successes. You see, distraction is the dragon's favorite tool. In 2020, China used the pandemic as a distraction to pursue its long-term foreign policy. It claimed sovereignty over disputed islands in the South China Sea. It intimidated Taiwan, quashed freedom in Hong Kong, tried taking advantage of an undefined border with India. In 2021, China is using distraction again to hide an outbreak at home. The only difference this time is that the world knows better. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.